Hey you guys, what's up? It's Mike Shinoda from Linkin Park. Gonna run through some things today, Waves plugins we use here at the stockroom and at our main studio at NRG. What we'll look at today is some stuff that we did on 1000 Suns, maybe give you guys some ideas of how to achieve some of the sounds. The quality of an album you make at home can be just as good as the quality of an album you can make in the studio. It's just a matter of knowing your way around the plugins, knowing your way around the studio, and making good choices and having a good ear. Waves has a number of different plugin bundles. Mercury is a great bundle. It's got a lot of great stuff in it. Here's your dynamics plugins. The standard stuff like the R compressor and de-esser and stuff like that is great. Those are down here. Those are real standard. But if you want something that gets, you know, a little more interesting, you can go with the crystalloid algae stuff, you can go with the SSL stuff. You know, they've got some great stuff that's modeled after famous compressors that are on every record. They got 2 splitters and 2 spreaders. One thing I like about them is that you can choose to split certain EQ ranges and not split a different range. So in other words, if you look at this one right now, what you're looking at is, as I drag it up, the lows stay more mono, and then like right about here, like the 1K range, it starts getting really wide. So everything from 1K up gets split wide, and everything below that stays mono. So one thing that people noticed right away when they heard the Catalyst was effects on the vocal. Really the thing that makes the sound is the Waves plugin called Metaflanger. If you look right here, the modulation is set really fast so that it just vibrates across the middle of it, and then the mix is set to 50%. So 50% of the original audio is coming through and 50% of the affected audio is coming through. But then once you get to the chorus, you get one that's spread out a little bit more, it's affected a little less. This one's only set to 22%. By having the separate settings on both of those metaflangers, it separates my vocal from Chester's, so we don't sound like the same person in that song. We're using the Mondo mod and we're using the metaflanger for some more unique effects on this particular song. That's no metaflanger. Here's Chester. God bless us, everyone, we're a his doesn't have any flanger on it. They both have a lot of delay. But then his vocal in the chorus is doubled. There's 2 of them, and they both have effects on them. The metaflanger on his vocal in the chorus is a lot lighter here. No, and when I close my eyes, the difference is the one on my voice in the verse is mono also, and the one in his voice in the chorus is stereo. In this section right here, this vocal, that vocal starts showing up, right? Well, it eventually morphs into Chester's vocal, which God bless us, everyone, we're a broken people living under. And in the mix, what we did is, like, when the vocal first comes in, it's me, almost all me. And then as it goes out, it starts to basically fade out. And because we matched up all of the plugins and everything so that they're treated exactly the same way, so that when you bring my vocal down and bring Chester's vocal up, it gives you the effect of my vocal turning into his vocal. You want to be familiar with your plugins and you want to be familiar with your effects. You know, use them tastefully, use them in a way that achieves the kind of song that you want to achieve. All right, well that's it. Thanks very much for visiting with me today. 1000 Suns is out right now. You can check us out at linkinpark.com. Big thank you to Waves for being a part of our recording process and providing us with some awesome plugins to use.